R-Wing Attack. We will be continuing our E3 speculation video series. Of course, we've already talked about F-Zero, Metroid, and even a little bit about Pokemon. But today, guys, we are going to be talking about a very important franchise for Nintendo. This, of course, being Pikmin. Now, Pikmin has been in the news recently. Hey Pikmin is the newest game that's going to be released alongside of the brand new 2DS XL. And this game is essentially going to be a 2D side-scrolling game with some elements of Pikmin, but it's not traditional Pikmin. It's kind of like a spin-off game, and a lot of people have different opinions about this game. I personally don't really care. I think it looks like a nice game. It's obviously not going to be the next Pikmin game, and that's why I wanted to make this video about Pikmin 4 and the possibility of Pikmin 4 being released on the Nintendo Switch. Now, I don't think that this game is going to come out this year, maybe next year, but I think we could possibly see an announcement at E3 this year. I don't think this game is big enough to take away some of the attention from Super Mario Odyssey or Splatoon 2, but I definitely think that Pikmin is an important enough franchise that will get a lot of people interested, and possibly a release date early next year would be a very cool thing for a lot of people to look forward to. Now, for those of you who don't know what Pikmin is essentially a strategy game where you control Captain Alamar and a couple of the other leaders, and essentially you have to control these plant-like creatures called Pikmin. You can use them to fix bridges, break things, avoid enemies, kill enemies, whatever. Pikmin is an awesome game. I really suggest it to you guys for those of you who haven't played it. Now, I'm pretty new to this series. Pikmin 3 was my first experience with this game and with this franchise. It is a beautiful game. It is an awesome game to play. The gameplay is really cool. The visuals are stunning. I could not believe I was playing a Wii U when I was playing this game. It's just a great game. It's a great pick up and play game, and that's part of the reason why I think this would have so much success on the Nintendo Switch. Pikmin, of course, starting on the GameCube. For those of you who don't know, both of the first two games were released on the GameCube, later got ported to the Wii, and with all the success of that, Pikmin 3 was made for the Wii U, and was a very successful game on the Wii U. Sold just over a million, 1.2 million, somewhere around there. And it was actually added to the Nintendo Select series, which makes it only $20. So if you have a Wii U and you want to play this game, it's only $20. Go pick it up. If you don't like it, it's only $20. What do I want from Pikmin 4? The answer is simple. I want more of Pikmin 3. And I want more. Now, when I say that, I don't mean I want a carbon copy of Pikmin 3. I want what Pikmin 3 was good at. I want those stunning visuals. I want that classic Pikmin gameplay. I want this game to be easy to pick up. Now, I didn't play Pikmin 1. I did not play Pikmin 2. So Pikmin 3 was my first exposure with the franchise. And while I was playing this series, I felt like this was a good game to start off on. And essentially, with everyone that's going to have a Switch at that time, now we're talking about next year, because I don't see this game coming out this year at all. I think this year belongs to Hey Pikmin for this franchise. So assuming this game gets released next year, Pikmin 4 comes out, nearly tens of millions of people are going to have the Switch. So I feel like when Pikmin 4 comes out, there's going to be a lot of new people to the franchise. So I feel like this game has to cater to them a little bit. Now, I don't want to upset Pikmin fans at all. I don't want this game to be a dumbed-down version of Pikmin. I still think that this game should be challenging. I feel like this game should bring new things to the table, maybe a different kind of Pikmin. Pikmin 3 brought the flying and the rock Pikmin. So I feel like maybe a little bit of change, maybe introduce one or two new Pikmin. I did not like the fact that you had to be other leaders, though. I will say that. I just like being one. I don't like worrying about other people. I'm not sure if the other Pikmin games were like that, but I would like it if I could only control one of the leaders. It got kind of hectic at times for me, but I don't want them to change too much about this franchise. I really think that this franchise has that it factor, and I would love to see Pikmin 4 continue much of the same that Pikmin 3 did. And I could only imagine what this game would look like on the Nintendo Switch, and this game would be a really, really cool game to just pick up and play whenever you feel like it. You know, if you're on a bus, on a car, on a train, on a plane, you can just pick this game up and just feel like, okay, this is where I'm starting off from. I would hate for this series to become anything but what it has been, and I don't think Nintendo would do that. I think that Pikmin 4 would be much of the same. I think we would still get the same gameplay, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. So I think that Pikmin 4 is a realistic franchise to come back. I think this game is maybe already done for all we know, but Nintendo is going to be strategic on how they release games. They're very conscious of not releasing too many games, but at the same time giving fans too much of a drought. And I think that what they did with ARMS and Splatoon, kind of placing them and, you know, a month apart, and releasing Mario Kart 8 at the end of April, beginning of May, I've actually really enjoyed the spacing of the games that the Switch has released. And I suspect that they'll continue to do that. After Splatoon 2, there's going to be kind of a lull until Super Mario Odyssey comes out. But I think that the online community is going to be very busy playing Splatoon and ARMS, so I think that that lull won't be as bad as the one that we had after Zelda. Even though it was only 2 months, it was still a little painful to play a new game. So I think that we'll have some fall releases, hopefully Yooka-Laylee, hopefully some other games, Skyrim, and hopefully we'll have a very good, you know, release of games. We'll have a good flow of games. But I think next year, none of us really know about next year because we've only got announcements up to the holiday year, and I think that that's what E3 is going to be. We're going to hear, of course, more about Super Mario Odyssey. We're going to hear more about some of the other games that are coming out. Hopefully hear more about Xenoblade. But I think that E3 is going to mostly focus on some other things, and that is what games are coming out next year. Obviously, next year is completely blank. We don't know much, so I don't know. I think Pikmin 4 could be one of those games to look out for. I think that this game would be very well received, considering how well Pikmin 3 did on such a bad console. I think that this game would be welcomed. Now, I'm planning to do a series on Wii U ports to the Nintendo Switch, but I could not mention this. I think that Pikmin 3 would be a pretty cool port, or something that they could put on the eShop once that gets going. But I think Pikmin would be a pretty cool game to port over from the Wii U. I don't think enough people got to play this game, and I would hate for that to be the case. But Pikmin 4, that's my next prediction. Hope you guys are enjoying these videos. I'll be releasing more up until E3. I'm so excited. This is probably the most exciting time, and probably one of the most exciting E3 years for a Nintendo fan. We really don't know what's going to happen at this E3, and I really think that Nintendo has a lot up their sleeve this year. But yeah, guys, Pikmin 4 is my next prediction. Stay tuned for more. This is R-Wing Attack. Thank you for watching.